On Daf 7 of Shekalim, we get the statement that we do not erect big, elaborate monuments for great Torah sages. In fact, Moses, the greatest of our prophets, we don't even know where he's buried. It's supposed to be a hidden place. And the question, why do we not erect monuments? Certainly, don't you want to be celebrating these people? Don't you want to go to have a big, grand place that shows their greatness? We say, no, it's not some big stone monument we're going to make that signifies the greatness of an individual. It's the words of Torah that they taught that live on long after they're gone. That is so much more substantial than a monument. And is why we see in the same daf that Rav Yochanan gets incredibly upset when a student of his teaches something that he learned from Rav Yochanan without crediting Rav Yochanan. And he's really, really mad. And the reason is, he says it's because, your lips, the lips of the deceased move when somebody speaks their words. In other words, it's almost like a little bit of a life after death. You teach something that could be taught for thousands of years. Like I'm still learning Rav Yochanan now, almost 2,000 years after he lived. I'm still learning his words. So that means a lot. He's got a lot of, in a certain way, he's got a certain amount of immortality because we're all saying these teachings in his name. And when someone didn't say it in his name, he got really upset. Until one of his students came by and he says, you know what? Everybody knows that Joshua was the student of Moses. And everybody knows that the things that Joshua said, he learned from his teacher Moses. Did that mean that every single time that Joshua opened his mouth, he had to say, Moses said, Moses said, Moses said, Moses said, Moses said? He says, no. Everybody knows. Joshua's speaking some piece of Torah. This must have been something he learned from Moses. So what was he trying to say to Rav Yochanan? Saying, this student of yours, everybody knows he's not big on original thoughts. Everybody knows that everything of value he knows, he learned from you. Therefore, don't worry about the fact that he omitted the fact of saying it in your name. That little slip up he made, don't worry about it because everybody knows when this guy speaks, he's just giving over Rav Yochanan. And at that point, Rav Yochanan said, okay. As long as people know that I'm the source behind the wisdom, that's okay. But you see this idea, he's so upset about it because he believes this is what lives on after us. Not some big stone monuments, but the words, the wisdom we're able to bring into the world and teach to others. That is our legacy.